Women today have more equality, opportunities, and freedoms than ever before, and yet we're imprisoned by glass ceilings of our own creation, weighed down by more responsibilities, restrictions, and expectations than ever before. We wanted to become Wonder Woman without having any clue how to actually save a world that doesn't want saving. And instead of passionately owning our titles to run the world, as a queen once told us, most days it's more like running ragged, being run down, and wanting to run away. And it took my own breakdown to have this breakthrough, that our paradise, everything we've ever wanted out of life, lies just outside of these prison walls we've constructed for ourselves, laying brick by brick our own negative self-talk, our own struggles, our own excuses, our own limiting beliefs, and destructive behaviors. We just need to believe that that paradise is ours. We need to believe that we are worthy of it. We need to, in the words of the imprisoned characters in the movie Shawshank Redemption, get busy living or get busy dying. So I got to work creating that roadmap, from frustration to freedom, from prison to paradise, from impossible to empowered, to help other women put their capes and crowns back on and start living the life they'd always imagined in that paradise of freedom. I knew there had to be a better way to break through the pain, the depression, the anxiety, the fears, and the questions, and to start living a successful, radiant, prosperous, happy, amazing life. Living. That's what we're all here for, right? Living life. Except so often life gets in the way of our life. We form these bricks, the ones I was talking about earlier, based on all the little things that come up in our day-to-day living. In our childhood, we start learning how to make and lay these bricks based on what we're told. Don't sit there, do this, stand there, be quiet, be better, get good grades. And then we hit our teenage years, and oh, the brick-making opportunities that hit then. You're too fat, too skinny, too much acne. Your nail beds don't look good enough. You're dating him, you're wearing that, do this, believe this, go to this school, don't go to that school. There's so many instructions, and we're having these experiences, and we're trying to breathe and live and hope and hurt and constructing walls all around us to keep the hurt out and to keep us in, because someday we'll be there, this place where things are good and no one hurts you and life just all works out because you're safe. And then adulthood hits, the magical place where everything's supposed to work out. But now your bricks just become heavier, and you begin to loathe the act of making these bricks. But still, every day, there you are, building and building that wall all around you, keeping you safe, right? Oh, messed up at work, pissed the boss and customers off, better build some more bricks. Missed a car payment because you partied a little too hard and things got too tight, more bricks. Got in a fight with your mom, your best friend, your husband, more bricks. Gained 60 pounds being pregnant, spent months on the couch being frumpy and depressed, more bricks. And on it goes, so many bricks. But surely now, surely we're safe. We've wrapped ourselves in the expectations that society and our moms and our friends have for us to look and act and be and speak a certain way. And this, they tell us, this is how you create the life you love. And maybe it is, but all you can see are the brick walls that you've built around you to keep you safe. Look at you living your best life, they say. You go, girl, and you think, this is it? This is where I've arrived, that I get to spend the rest of my life here? You know this place, though, because you've built it for yourself with all of your safe bricks surrounding you, and you think, I'm safe-ish here. But it also feels kind of restricting and heavy and dark. And in spite of your best efforts to stay safe, it feels scary sometimes. Because what they won't tell you about those bricks is that they don't really keep out the bad stuff. They don't keep out the chest-crushing blow of betrayal when you find out your husband hasn't been faithful to you. They don't keep out the room-spinning, mind-blowing news that your youngest daughter has a life-limiting medical condition, and they certainly don't keep out the long, countless dark nights you will spend at her hospital bedside while machines pump and breathe and keep her alive, and you are begging for someone, anyone, to please, please keep her safe. Those bricks don't keep you safe when you're signing the final divorce decree in court one random Wednesday afternoon in October. Closing the chapter on 20 years, 4 kids, 3 houses, and 2 cross-country moves. Those bricks do nothing to keep you safe when you walk back into a house that's now all yours and everything starts breaking, including the 4 tiny hearts of your little girls. And there's no one there to rescue you or to fix it. It's your job to fix it now. Those bricks don't keep you safe when the hits of life keep coming, when jobs are lost and bank accounts are empty, and you wonder, where is Wonder Woman now? And who is going to keep you safe from this prison of bricks you've spent a lifetime making to keep you safe? I know because I tried. I was the best brick maker and bricklayer that I knew. I took every hurt, every wound, every negative thing that I had ever heard or learned or knew, and I built bricks out of them. I was so sure that this is how I would live the safest life ever. I had had warning signs that my carefully constructed walls were too dangerous. Entire sections of those walls fell on me every time my baby girl had to be rushed to the hospital in medical crisis again. Every time I felt like I was failing at a job, failing at being a good mom to my other 3 girls, feeling like I didn't want to get out of bed and face another day. But I stacked those bricks aside, dusted myself off, got back up, and I kept going. I was a strong, independent mom of 4 baby girls who needed me. I was the wife who didn't need her husband to come running home from his weekly business travel just because we had a hospital stay, a sick child, or the randomness of 3 other very busy little girls who just wanted mommy at home. I was not, and never would be, the one who needed help. I was Wonder Woman, and I had wanted this life. I thought I was doing everything right. I was following what I thought was the map that would get me from point A to point B, where life was amazing and things were calm and it was paradise every day. As other bricks would come crumbling down around me every now and then, signs of a crumbling marriage, my own crumbling health, my crumbling family, and my own crumbling faith in anything besides myself, I would resolutely stack those bricks in the corner, dust myself off, and keep on keeping on. There was no other way. I wrapped my fears and my doubts and my hurts around me like a cloak, head to the wind, and I kept moving forward, searching desperately for that road to paradise, the one where I got to live the life I'd always imagined, full of love and peace and calm days and no more hospital stays and no more doctors and no more brushes with death for my baby, until the entire structure came crumbling down around me one cold night. I was a single mom to 4 girls now, who all still trying to adjust to the shell-shocked life without dad and with a mom who couldn't stop crying. Everywhere I turned, something else was breaking. Someone else was getting sick. Something else was going wrong. We were in my car driving to go pick up a wheelchair for the youngest, and there was an unexpected snowstorm that hit. I was sitting there nervous because I didn't know how I was going to pay the bills. Christmas was 2 days before. My mind was going a mile a minute. It was freezing cold outside. The heat in the car wouldn't work. And all of a sudden, the car just stopped, stalled dead in the middle of that snowy freeway with a drop-off on one side and a center median on the other. And I had one narrow lane to go in, and my car was stopped dead. And I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was a semi-truck barreling down on us. And I thought, this is not going to end well. I turned around and I grabbed the hands of my baby girls. I said, everyone hold my hand. Look at me. Look in my eyes. I love you. This might hurt. We're going to be okay. I love you so much. And I squeezed my eyes shut, and they started screaming. And the next thing I knew, the car was shaking violently back and forth. But we were okay. Somehow at the last second, that semi had squeezed in between the car and the median. And we turned around and we started going home. And I got home and I knew something else was very wrong, because it should have been warm and it was cold. And now, in spite of having a broken fridge, I had a broken heater. I had no food, no heat for my babies, and I didn't know what else to do. I put them in bed, packing extra blankets around them. And a few hours after that, my youngest was crying for me, showing signs of being septic again, and we had to go back to the hospital. And as I was following the ambulance in the snowy tracks up north, just praying for her, praying that she would survive this one, praying that my car wouldn't stall out, all those bricks came crumbling down around me. And I was done. I couldn't stop the tears or the pain from washing over me. A few days after this, She got better. We came home. I was in the construction store of all places, getting things I needed to fix the broken things in my house, and I saw it, a sign that had no earthly business being in that part of the store. Good things are going to happen, it said. I knew it was for me. I turned it around, looked at the price. It was $7. I went and put something else back so that I could afford this sign. Good things are going to happen. I came home and I put it on the wall near my front door, and I would read it out loud every time I passed. Good things are going to happen. And sometimes that was with laughter in my voice. Good things are going to happen. And sometimes it was through gritted teeth, as if I could make those good things happen. And there it was, the breakthrough after the breakdown. I didn't need those bricks to keep me safe. It wasn't a wall of safety I'd built. It was a wall of a prison. It was my own restrictions and expectations and reactions to all of the hurt that had kept me there. But from this moment on, I knew good things are going to happen. And instead of fearing life outside of that wall, I began looking for freedom. Instead of feeling the oppression created by my own unmet expectations, I started seeing opportunities. And there, with nothing but my faith in a God that had never failed me, and my trust in the belief that good things are going to happen, I started to write the roadmap to my own paradise. Life hasn't been all sunshine and roses from that point on. That fridge took another 4 months to get replaced. I still have that same car that likes to randomly do crazy stuff, although thanks to a great boyfriend and an amazing mechanic, it doesn't stall out on the highway anymore. My kids still fight tooth and nail, as all good sisters do. My youngest spent the entire summer of 2018 in the ICU, again fighting the worst battle with her body that she's ever been in. But we are alive. We are living. And good things started to happen. My oldest daughter will start college next year with a nearly full ride to the school of her choice. My second oldest daughter realized her dream of becoming the dance team captain at her high school. My third made the basketball team with really only me and my knowledge of basketball, which isn't much, to help prepare her. And my youngest is doing great right now. She's in a healthy place. And me, I get to help other strong women walled away in their prisons of pain break down those bricks and find their way to paradise. We're all just vibing a little higher. I have found my paradise, and let me tell you, it is so much better than that brick-walled prison I had before. I used to write down in my journals, I just want to be happy. I want to be loved. I want someone who wants to take cute couple selfies with me. I want my babies to be happy, and I want to say, yes, you can get that at the store, instead of always, no, baby, I'm sorry, we can't afford it. I wrote these things down, and I cried for these things, and I prayed for these things, and I wished upon every star and moon and 1111. And when I started doing the work, I started showing up, ready to clear those bricks away, and the path to paradise was right there. I worked with the mentor. I read the books. I took the daily actions to unclutter those bricks, even when I didn't feel like it. It's not an overnight journey, and it's not an easy road, but it's so worth it. If I could give you just one tip to get you started on your roadmap from prison to paradise today, I would say this: feel your feelings. Don't bottle them up. Don't make bricks out of them. Don't be afraid of them. Feel them. Being a woman who feels the feelings deeply is your superpower. Use it. Feel the feelings: good, bad, ugly, sad, silly. Feel all of them. Let them change you from the inside out. Let them help you own your power, stand up in your strength, and live the passionate, successful, lit-up life that you've always imagined in your paradise. You are so worth it. Read the books, find the mentor, wake up early, and journal till your fingers fall off. Let go of anything that is no longer serving you and do the hard work of clearing those bricks away, and you will find your path to paradise. It is so completely possible for you, no matter how desolate it might seem right now. And one more thing, don't ever forget this: good things are going to happen. Thank you.